We continue with our spotlight of the women of the Giants. The executive director of the Giants Community Fund, Sue Petersen, joining me now. Sue, great to see you, and thanks for sitting down with me.
Thanks.
You've been with the Giants, this organization, for 30 plus years. It's a long time to be with an organization, but I want to go back to the beginning, to where it all began. Why did you decide to get into sports, and specifically with baseball?
Wow. I would say sports wasn't actually in mind when I first started. And so for me, when I was in college looking at various careers, what could I do? I did a lot of volunteer work, did some leadership work, was looking at education, was looking at charitable work, was looking at civic work. And when I finally found my first job, which was at the San Francisco Education Fund, I absolutely loved it. Fell in love with that, raising money, helping kids, helping the schools. I was there for about 4 years or so, and then the Giants were saved for San Francisco. An opportunity came up. A former boss said, you know, just take a look. Take a look what's in sports. There's a position opening there in community relations. I learned that there were community relations and charitable jobs in sports. It clicked, and I was hired.
And you've never looked back?
I never looked back.
What is the goal of the Giants Community Fund? What's something that people might not know about it?
Well, I do like to emphasize that it's a public charity. As I said, a 501c3, which means we raise our money from the public. I think most people know that the Junior Giants program is our flagship program. 30,000 kids, and us since the beginning of time, you know, we've helped almost 400,000 kids. But they may not know about our relationship with Strikeout Violence Day and making sure that we have important programs that protect women and children, that we are part of Until There's a Cure Day, which is a legacy day for the Giants and the Giants Community Fund to make sure that there are funds raised and awareness raised for AIDS and HIV.
You mentioned one of the ways, but how does the Giants Community Fund help women in the community and really the community as a whole?
So Strikeout Violence Day is one of those ways, and that's coming up very soon, and that's why it's really on my mind. It is an incredible way for organizations like Futures Without Violence and La Casa de las Madres to let our fans know what they do, those resources, and that they are here for the women of our community, but also for men and for families and people who need that assistance. I would say the broad part of our work is really with children. And so when we look to the Junior Giants program, our program, although it's based in baseball and always has been, it's 1/3 girls that play in our programs. And so really nurturing that and making sure that the girls are active and supported. We also have a softball program, so girls have that choice. So it's that option. Hey, do you want to play with the boys? Great, no problem there. And if you want to go down the path of softball and follow that through high school and even into college, great, we'll make sure that's the case as well.
What would you say is some advice that you have to women trying to break into the sports industry and to the baseball industry?
I would say you're needed. Sports needs women. I think that's a very important thing for them not to feel on the side at all. Women are in the middle of the industry, in jobs at all levels, especially management. As fans, as consumers, opinions matter. But for people that are trying to break into the industry, try anything from an internship to a job shadow. That's important. For people who are trying to change careers, I think it's important to consider certificate programs or even a master's in sports management. There are a ton of great programs where you can get a wonderful education in experience or by the books.
Yeah, there are a lot of variety of jobs within the industry of sports. I think sometimes it gets boiled down to being a coach on the field. It's not necessarily that. Sue, this has been great. Thank you.
Thank you.